world, it's Lexi. Enjoy my most natural hair, no makeup, and Batwoman shirt attire. But it's been a while, but I wanted to share some life updates and some words of encouragement. So, this is based off conversations with people and just, again, in life update. The thing I want to talk about today is sometimes our expectations don't match God's plan because God's plan is better. I repeat, sometimes our expectations don't match God's plan because God's plan is better than what we expected. So, where do I begin? For the year 2020, my expectation for 2020, it's funny, my New Year's resolution was to be interruptible. I wish I never prayed that. And I know the pandemic wasn't because of that prayer, but my prayer was to be interruptible. I just didn't know everything would get interrupted. Everything, okay? So, New Year's resolution was to be interruptible. But my plan for 2020 was to do video work around the world. I was going to do mission trips videography, and I was ecstatic. I was so excited. I'd been praying about it, and I was just so excited. So, I have it in my calendar. Like, I'm looking at my planner as we speak, and I had the weeks planned out and when I was supposed to go. Corona happened, right? COVID happened. And because COVID happened, I was no longer going to go on mission trips. Now I work for myself. And so some of the, I was like, well, I didn't really plan accordingly financially to have clients to sustain because I thought I was going to be in other countries. So the year was completely different than I expected, right? Then as COVID happens, right, a lot of my normal video shoots were also got canceled as well. And so it was a challenge. Then I got video projects. It was a challenge. Now, I say all this to say my expectation for 2020 was, this is the truth, was to travel the world and then maybe get engaged because I was dating somebody. This is what happened. Those trips got canceled. So I have not traveled the world at all in 2020. The person I was dating and I broke up during COVID. But let me tell you the answers. Let me tell you, because you're hearing, right, from the perspective of now I've reached the promised land. We were in captivity. There was a desert season. Now we are in the promised land. And I'm not even there yet. So I'm still like in the desert on the way to promised land. But I want to talk to you about that. God's expectations or plans are better. It would not have been my preference. I would not have preferred to not travel the world, but I clearly couldn't because of COVID. And I would not have preferred to go through a breakup. But let me tell you, I do prefer the outcome I have now. First off, as a business owner of Vision Success Marketing, not only are the projects we're taking on projects I believe in and I'm super pumped about, our business is becoming more and more sustainable financially, like in a way that I think is just so amazing. I have amazing employees right now who are just executing their tasks and are great people. And they get to work on projects that they love. That person and I who broke up, we are back together. And our relationship is completely different because he's a different person and I'm a different person. I have an inspection today for a house. I repeat, I'm buying a house. I'm going to be a homeowner. That has been a dream of mine for years. Years, not one, not two, I think like 2 years. Wanting my own home, and this home is so beautiful. I say all that to say, our expectations look one way and we think it's the most perfect way. But the truth is God's ways are better. What my desire was an adventure and an engagement, a story, right? The truth is, my adventure is very different, but it involves stability, not only financially and a home, but the relationship I'm in is so much healthier and happier and genuine and butterfly-ish and hopeful and excited for the future than it was before. So when God takes things away, loosen your grip and open your hands to be excited about what He's about to give you. Because I never expected a house. I never expected a partner that would plan things, be intentional. Like, I feel like I'm in the movies sometimes. I'm like, who are you and what did you do with that person I broke up with? So I talk about like our past life, our past relationship. Like before Jesus, after Jesus. No, I'm just kidding. But no, just so different. And most importantly, I'm different. Because during the journey, I embarked a relationship with God that is more closeness and more confidence. And like, even right now, I feel afraid of some of these crazy new steps. And this does make me think of, the Israelites going to the promised land. In the desert, they had to trust and rely on God more for manna and all these things, And that's really the reward. So I say all this to say, are you battling expectations? Are you battling something that you have to surrender? Release that from the palm of your hands. I'm going to make one more video talking about practical steps, like how do I release my expectations? And I'm going to use an example of like career. How do I release my expectations in terms of transitions? So that'll be next. Love you guys. Toodles.